Hello, everybody out there, and welcome to Game 5 of the Eastern Conference Finals between the Indiana Pacers and Team Larry Bird. Let's do a quick pregame recap of how we got to where we are. Let's start back with Game 4, where we saw an absolute marvelous performance by Team Larry Bird in the half court. As we take a look at the statistics, Team Bird in that game, 51% from the field to the Pacers 44. The ball was bouncing around. Team Bird goes 13 of 28 from downtown. Most of those three-pointers were hit wide open, as you can see here. 35 assists to the Pacers 16 for Team Bird's half-court execution in Game 4 was absolutely gorgeous. Everybody was cutting. Everybody was setting good screens. Everybody was just doing their job. Every play that they seemed to call seemed to have the Pacers completely off balance. Will that continue here in Game 5 and a must-win game for the Pacers is anybody guess. But what we have seen is, even with the loss of Sengun and the redesign of Team Larry Bird's offense, they're still been able to, when it mattered, to get control of a game and a series, even when some other team has showed some sort of force. Looking back at the individual statistics, Larry Bird with a modest 29 points in Game 4, goes 12 of 23, 3 for 8 from downtown. Not a great performance from him, but good enough to lead the way for his teammates. Patrick Beverley, though, was the big surprise. Starting the game off on Tyrese Halliburton, came out, got 14 points, mostly from standstill jumpers, again, caused by Team Larry Bird's motion offense that allowed him to get out and get easy shots. Ben Simmons almost working on that poor man's triple-double with 13 points, 6 rebounds, and 7 assists. Did a great job defending, getting out, and running in transition and exploiting. And Christie is always off the bench with 12 points and Van Vliet. But the big story here is Jalen Duren. His complete domination of the Indiana front line continues to be the big story in this series. 18 big rebounds, and more importantly, 8 offensive rebounds by Duren. Completely outplaying Siakam and Turner up front offensively. Siakam, 3 for 15 from the field. Completely shut down. Miles Turner, only 2 for 5. This cannot happen in Game 5 for Indiana, or their gooses will be cooked here in Game 5. Because you know, as we look here at the series, Showtime, despite a little bit of a scare in their Game 4, is up 3-1. If you think Larry Bird doesn't know that, you're crazy. He wants to get this series over tonight and get the rest. Because what's looking up here is Alfred Sengun, as we can see here. His health situation has become better. He is now listed day to day. He is now gone from 1 to 2 weeks to being listed to day to day. He could conceivably come back for the NBA Finals at full strength. As if right now, he is currently available to play. If Team Bird needs Sengun to play, he could play right now in this Game 5. Will he do it? Probably not, because his overall health for the long term is far more valuable. But with that being said, guys, that's the state of affairs in the pregame show here, and we're going to go ahead and get right here into Game 5. Can the Pacers extend this series to a Game 6? Can Team Larry Bird bring the hammer down? Or will it be another great performance by Tyrese Halliburton? And will Pascal Siakam and Miles Turner finally emerge to be the dominant two bigs that we know they could be? The answers lie ahead, guys, shortly. Sit back and enjoy. And thanks for coming out and hanging out with me. Please like, subscribe, share, and do all the other stuff that YouTube allows you to do. Whatever the heck they want to say. It's a lot to say. With that being said, guys, I will see you for the start of this game right now. I hope you guys enjoy. Game 5 of the Eastern Conference Finals coming to you right now.
Game 5 in the Eastern Conference Finals. The home team have a lofty series lead with 3 wins. Will overconfidence be their undoing, or will their passion and determination help them prevail against the Pacers? Will round 3 end in an upset of epic proportions? Coming right up.
It's Game 5 of the Eastern Conference Finals with the series at 3-1, and a spot in the finals could be had tonight. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to NBA playoff action here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. The perimeter pairing with Nembhard and Mathurin. And it's Halliburton in at the point guard position. Jalen Duren is out there with Ben Simmons. And it's Alex Caruso. Then there's Bird. And it's Beverly in at the 1. Bird outside. Pass to Simmons. Beverly deciding where to go with it. And here's Bird. 6 to shoot. No good from outside. Siakam against Simmons. Siakam outside. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
With a harmonious blend of length and strength, Siakam has become a dependable interior scoring option.
And Simmons kicks to Bird. Turner against Duren. Bird passes to Beverly. Here's Simmons. And they double up Simmons. And here's Bird for 3. The rebound by Halliburton.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space.
Nembhard, the pass to Siakam. And a wide open look for Mathurin. And it's off from three-point range. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, D.A.?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. We talked about Benedict Mathurin, their confident wing. Coach said guarding Mathurin is a challenge. He's got that it factor. We've told our guys who are defending him, you have to try to match his intensity. He'll eat you alive. Checking Benedict Mathurin.
Pacer defense a lot lively tonight.
Kevin?
Thanks so much, David. Now, Halliburton. Following the miss by Larry Bird from deep. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Outstanding concentration and control right there by Halliburton. An and one opportunity.
The Pacers shooting their first free throw of the night. Here's Beverly. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Outside, Simmons. Bird outside from the arc. And it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons.
This is just what Bird does. He makes shooting from range look easy.
It's Nembhard on the wing. Inside, Siakam. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a
Jalen Duren.
So they'll get the basket.
Jalen Duren got that guy. Jalen Duren is the way Jalen Duren has been playing in this series. My goodness.
And with this type of goaltending review process,
one of my subscribers, Alexander, said yesterday, Jalen Duren is like Dennis Johnson, but as a center right now.
Visual evidence that the call was incorrect.
That's a block.
There is any level of ambiguity.
Wow, they're saying it's a block. I mean, a goaltend.
Only coach's challenge for the game.
They're saying it's a goaltend. Wow. But you know what? If Duren's going to play like that, I like our chances tonight. If Duren's going to get off the floor that quickly,
and maybe
for shots like that, I like our chances.
One coach's challenge for the game. So if anything happens beyond this point, you might wish you had that back. Smart not to take any chances and give it another look on the replay. That's such a valuable safety net for the officials to have.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. And here is Duren. 5 to shoot. Here's Bird. Goes back up. Duren, no good.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
To the inside. Misses the baby hook. Gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. It's stolen by Mathurin. 5-on-3 break. Here's Halliburton. It's hauled in by Beverly. Gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. Caruso kicks to Simmons. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. Here are the NBA's top scorers during this postseason as shown on the 2K leaderboard. You look at Bird, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player. Pacers leading by 4. Halliburton outside. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Lays it up and banks it in.
Very good composure and control that time by Halliburton, not allowing that physical defense to affect his shot at all.
Bird right side. Over Mathurin. Bird with the bucket. Bird's got 5.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
On the wing, Mathurin. Defended by Bird. Here's Halliburton. Just 5 on the clock. Mathurin for 3. Drills it from outside.
And with each made 3, Mathurin's confidence rises. An encouraging sign.
Simmons against Siakam. On the wing, Bird. They double-team Bird. Over in the corner, Caruso. Good. And it's Bird picking up the assist.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here's Turner. Scoreless thus far. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Simmons. It's tipped to the paint. Here's Halliburton. Misses off the right eye.
Now, there's an example of good defense beating good offense.
During the pass to Caruso. Now here's Bird. Jacks up a 3. Outside, Simmons. Here's Mathurin. Siakam outside. Indiana moving the ball over. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Bird, that's a good shot, and now he's 3 for 7.
And you know, in the painted area, Bird has a variety of moves, can take you either direction and finish with either hand. He's a nightmare to defend, and believe me, I woke up in sweats many a times dealing with that guy.
And a wide open look for Siakam. Misses the 3.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And Simmons kicks to Bird. A wide open look here for Caruso. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Halliburton outside. Traps in the tray. Halliburton's got 8 points.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Simmons with it. Still yet to score.
You know, part of what makes Bird exceptional is his all-around talent. I mean, he gets it done on both ends of the floor, and that's how you end up being an MVP in the league.
And, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for Indiana?
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
You know, points off turnovers is something else they've excelled in. I expect the opponent at least to try to squeeze that orange a little better.
Free throw good. Bird. And so he makes both from the line.
It's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Nance comes with the double team. Bird with it. Mathurin picks him up. And Nance slams it in.
I tell you what, Nance plays with a force every night. Explosive, tough, fearless.
Here's Turner. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. And the Pacers lead by 3.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Hands a screen on Siakam. Here's Simmons, and it's sent back by Turner.
Miles Turner denying another one of the league's best shot blockers year in and year out.
Mo Wagner's checked in for Nance. Aaron Nesmith has checked in for Indiana.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Nembhard the pass to Turner. Pass to Mathurin. Christie with the rebound.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Now, here's Nesmith. Tight defense on him. And here is Turner, defended by Beverly. Left block shot on the way. Shot's good by Turner. Turner's got his second basket of the game.
Boy, he's really feeling it right now, shooting a high percentage to start this game.
Wagner a screen on Siakam. Simmons with it. Now guarded by Siakam. Siakam against Bird. Rocket 6. Over Siakam. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Bird's got 14 points for the game.
Yeah, you know, when he's not beating you from the three or attacking the basket, Bird, very reliable from the mid-range.
Simmons against Siakam. Pass to Mathurin. Here's Nembhard, defended by Beverly. A shot by Nembhard, no good. Gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. It's Beverly on the wing, down low. Here's Wagner, and that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Indiana's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Here's Nesmith, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Pacers shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. That's good from Nesmith. Both teams will make substitutions. He's perfect from the line this time.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
Van Vliet looking around. To the middle. And stolen by Siakam. Pass to Nesmith. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Good on the triple. 5 points in the game.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Van Vliet outside. Curran sets the screen for Van Vliet. Inside. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Substitution for Pacers. Isaiah Jackson.
Pacers leading by 5. Shepard the pass to Halliburton. In the corner, it's Nesmith. Pass to Shepard. Right side Jackson. And here is Toppin. Just 4 to shoot. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And while we have a chance, let's now take a look at the NBA's season assist leaders. In the third spot, Tyrese Halliburton.
And it seems like he's taking it on his shoulders to get every one of his teammates involved in the offense here in the postseason. What a passing display.
You got to love Van Vliet's fearlessness, and I think that's why his teammates look up to him as a leader.
Pass to Shepard. And the Pacers tack on 2 more. 59 seconds left to play in the first quarter. against Van Vliet. Here's Christie. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Putting that ball in the hands of a guy ready to attack. Quality feed by Fred Van Vliet.
Halliburton against Van Vliet. And there it is for him. Halliburton's got 10 points.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the float.
30 seconds left to play here in the first. Christie kicks to Bird. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
You know, he's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
Halliburton against Van Vliet. Now Halliburton. Jackson, a screen on Van Vliet. Wagner outside. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Tyrese Halliburton has been on display for the Pacers. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back to playoff basketball on 2K Sports. This is the Eastern Conference Final. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Pacers so far, guys.
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
They've got Christie. Duran out there with Mo Wagner. Then it's Fred Van Vliet, and it's Bird in at the 3. It's blocked, and that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And this is postseason play at its finest, refusing to give up shots here in the playoffs.
Shot clock at 6. Halliburton for 3.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
On the court for Indiana, we've got Obi Toppin. Halliburton is out there with Shepard. And there's Jackson. And it's Neesmith in at the 3 slot. Duran, no good. Pacers leading by 8. Here's Shepard. Halliburton outside. Puts it up. That doesn't go either for Halliburton. Gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Pass to Duran. Here's Wagner. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Wagner grinding down low. Big man putting in the work.
Now here's Halliburton. 13 points in the game. They get it again. Jackson kicks to Toppin. Indiana again missing. Gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Christie. It's rebounded by Indiana. They are looking to bounce back after the bitter loss on Saturday.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
And, you know, that's all about effort, and I'm sure their coach let them have it for the lack thereof.
Now here's Bird. 16 points for him. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on Aaron Neesmith.
You know, once Bird has a step on the defense, most of the time you got to foul him. He's fearless in getting to the basket.
And he makes the first. Bird hits them both. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Furphy. Pass to Toppin. Van Vliet against Halliburton. Buries the long-range jumper. Halliburton's got 16.
He's picking up right where he left off in the first quarter.
And here is Van Vliet. Wagner a screen on Halliburton. Van Vliet finds Wagner. Out to Bird. 6 on the shot clock. Over Neesmith. That misses off the backboard.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Here's Van Vliet. The Pacers making the shot. On the wing, Bird. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Neesmith. Pacers leading by 9. There's the lob to the hoop. And Toppin throws it down.
Toppin is a Skywalker. Obi. Insane verticality.
To the inside. Here's Wagner. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
Boy, you've got to appreciate the passing there. Results in a great look.
And Fred Van Vliet is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul. Substitution for the Pacers. Miles Turner. Andrew Nembhard.
Here's Halliburton. He's got 16. Turner with a screen on Van Vliet. Halliburton against Van Vliet. Neesmith can't get it to go. Gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. Bird passes to Wagner. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Wagner's got 6 points in the quarter.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
Indiana again missing. Gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. And Halliburton's got the ball here for the Pacers. Pass to Toppin. Nembhard with it. Picked up by Van Vliet. Pocket 6. And a wide open look for Halliburton. Nails the wide open jump shot. Halliburton's got 18 points.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Beverly, he's checked in for Fred Van Vliet. Here's Christie. Nembhard covering. Here's Christie. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Bird. Shot, high post. Drained for 2 points. Bird's got 20.
Boy, Bird has really been in the zone throughout this game.
Now, Nembhard. And here is Turner. Here's Toppin. Drills the three-pointer. He's got 8.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Now, here's Beverly. Still without a basket. Here's Christie. Second chance effort. And with that shot, the Indiana lead's cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Bird.
Well, you can't give him any room to maneuver on the board because once he does, he's going to make you pay.
And Nembhard has it in the corner. Pass to Toppin for 3. Duran pulls it in. Duran's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Knocked away. Now, here's Nesmith. Defended by Bird. Halliburton for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Halliburton's got the lead up to 11 now for the Pacers. Gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. And Wagner has it in the corner. Good play by Bird to set it up. Bird's got 4 assists in the game.
He's starting to find himself out there now. You know, he's taking much better shots here in the second quarter.
Now, here is Halliburton. 21 points in the game. Indiana moving it around. Tapping a screen on Beverly. Halliburton for 3. And Indiana, another 3.
Halliburton with the answer was anxious. To throw it right back at him.
Halliburton against Beverly. Wagner passes to Bird. Here's Christie. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Christie's got 6.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. And some changes here for the Pacers. Pascal Siakam comes in for Toppin. And it's Benedict Mathurin in for Nesmith. Halliburton for 3. The offensive rebound. The shot by Turner, no good.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure. But unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
Simmons finds Bird. The 3-pointer, no good.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
That bucket in no time at all. Halliburton's got 27.
A terrific effort from Halliburton so far offensively. He's not holding anything back on that end of the floor.
Nance outside. Here's Simmons. And they get it back. Nance passes to Beverly. Pass to Simmons. High arcing shot. Good D by Siakam. Pacers leading by 11. And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
All right, guys. I didn't think we'd be doing this, but is he available? No, he's not available. Okay.
Home team on D. From the stripe. Nance gets the rebound. Simmons inside. Siakam's there. Simmons can't get it to go. Halliburton passes to Mathurin, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simmons. Tyrese Halliburton with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And he's on fire from beyond the arc there. It's time to start shaping their game plan around stopping this long-range assault.
Nesmith, he's checked in for Halliburton. Here's a peek at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the top rebounders in this year's playoffs. Jalen Duren is second.
He's dialed up his rebounding here in the postseason. There's something about the big games that bring out the best in him.
Caruso kicks to Bird. Pass to Duren. Great play by Bird to set it up.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Now, here's Siakam. Outside Mathurin. Three on the clock. Poke loose.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Pass to Duren. Takes it from 10, and it's off the back rim. No good. Gotten cold from deep in the second quarter. Just 2 of 6 from long range.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Yeah, I mean, test the hot hand. You're exactly right. I say let those triples fly.
Now, here's Neesmith. He's got 7. Can't hit that one. A defense that time from Duren. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So
Max Christie.
You know, in the first quarter, they really attacked.
Putting Bird at power forward, changed things.
I'm not sure why they've gotten away from it because they've not done as much since. But the balanced attack seems to be working out for him.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Free throw good, Christie.
They've scored really well this quarter. Keep it up, and they'll find themselves right back in it.
1:10 left in the first half. Nembhard the pass to Neesmith. For 3, Siakam. Duren pulls it in. Duren's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. The shot's good from Bird.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Here's Mathurin. Siakam's shot is off.
Hey, how about imagining if they were hitting their shots, how big the lead could be. But so far, that's not been the case.
Here's Bird. And it's all evened up. Bird's got 10 points in the quarter.
Name a shot, and Larry Legend can make it because he's mastered it.
And Siakam has got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. Pass to Nembhard. That falls. Nice speed that time from Turner. Nembhard's got himself on the board with 3 there. Beverly with the ball. Hasn't made one yet. To the paint. Here's Bird. Count that one.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Fires from way outside. Tyrese Halliburton has been on display for the Indiana Pacers. And he's supplying a lot of their offense with his three-point shooting. Knocked down 4.
Man, that was a big run by Team Bird to close that half. That was a, man, we put Larry Bird up front at power forward to help out on the grass.
Thanks, Kevin.
And just overall inside play, that freed up other guys. Naturally, the fast break started with the outlet passes. Got some cool 3 points.
You know, this team, they stretch out so much, you got to be really alert. You got to pay close attention to details.
Rick, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Once again, it's Bird and JD.
Please direct your attention to center court. Drum roll, please. They're thinking about the shot.
Hey! Hey! Hey, cast out. He nailed that.
Hey folks, first half of Game 5 in the books. It's been a tight contest. We've talked about it in the past. They have a deep rotation. That allows them to play matchups.
So why aren't they ahead in this game? And I'll tell you why. The starters have to do more.
They're trying to punch their ticket to the next round. Shaq, what's the key?
They don't need a key. As long as you have a ticket, that's the thing that gets punched.
Wow. There's things I could say, but on myself, don't want to get punched.
Very wise choice, Jet. Just smile and nod.
Okay.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
Team Bird controlling the boards and the assists. Bird's got more assists than Halliburton, though Halliburton scoring a lot of points tonight. That's not typically what we've seen. When Halliburton scores a lot, it's not good for his team.
Here as we bring you more action from courtside at Game 5. It's been one outstanding game from Larry Bird.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And, you know, that's not a job they ask him to do very often, but in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
Alex Caruso out there at Patrick Beverly. Then it's Simmons. Then there's Bird. And it's Duren in at the pivot, manning the middle. And for Indiana, Halliburton in the backcourt, Nembhard to his side. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. And it's Mathurin in at the small forward. Halliburton kicks to Turner. That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist. Halliburton's got 4 assists in the game.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
You know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shoot out this team.
Duren, no good. Indiana leading. Over in the corner, Turner. Off target with his 3. Gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Out to Bird. Elbow shot is on the way. Nembhard grabs the board. The Pacers have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. From 20 feet out. And it's Halliburton missing.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Bird, the pass to Simmons. Now Bird. Pass to Duren. Beverly for 3. They get the rebound. Bird. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Larry Bird out battling 3 Pacers for that rebound on offense.
Great intensity.
He wants to go to the finals.
And this is his 3rd trip to the
Let's get this over with tonight.
Free throw good, Bird.
But you got to monitor the fatigue of Bird and Duren right now. They're playing big minutes tonight and playing hard.
And he makes both free throws.
They're sub 80% right now to start the third.
Into the third we go.
So they'll be watching that as the game goes on.
Siakam outside. Out to Turner. From deep. And Siakam gets it to go on the assist by Turner. Siakam's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Rise and fires. This is Siakam's attitude off the catch. And with these results, you understand why.
Beverly the pass to Bird. Caruso with the ball. 6 to shoot. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Turner's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Ooh, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
for the lead, and he sinks the layup. Beverly's got his second bucket of the night.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to
connects again from distance.
And he's letting it fly from long range to devastating effect.
And he's now tied the franchise record for triples in a playoff game. Siakam against Simmons. Bird left side. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Bird's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Back to Halliburton. Turner with a screen on Beverly. And good that time. Halliburton's got 32 points in the game.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
There's the triple. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Halliburton's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Turner, right wing. For 3, Siakam. That falls. Nice feed that time from Turner. Turner's got 4 assists now tonight.
Timeout. They've been committing a lot of turnovers, and I imagine that's exactly what they're talking about right now. They need to tighten it up.
Christie's checked in for Ben Simmons. Pass to Christie. On the wing, Bird. Covered by Siakam. Bird, the pass to Durant. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. Pacers leading by 5. How about this run, Craig, they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing, really keeping things simple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Christie the pass to Bird. And they get it. Pass to Christie. Good. And it's Bird picking up the assist. Bird's got his 7th assist here tonight.
There's the peripheral vision we talk about. Bird finding a wide open teammate.
Halliburton kicks to Turner. Indiana moving the ball around. Mathurin. It's deflected, and that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. Ogner's checked in for Jalen Duren. Neesmith, he's checked in for Indiana. Nemard the pass to Neesmith. And here is Siakam. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Halliburton against Caruso. Halliburton passes to Siakam. That 3 off the mark. Gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And here's Bird for 3. Siakam pulls it in. Siakam's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Being a troubling 38% in the third. Not the finest work of this offense. Christie the pass to Bird. Over Siakam. And with that shot, the Indiana lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Bird.
Bird can get you points in just about any situation. Scores at all 3 levels, and he's determined as a scorer.
For 3, Siakam. Christie with the rebound. Gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Bird finds Beverly, and the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
And the home team has possession. Bird, the pass to Wagner. Back to Bird. 5 on the clock. Over Siakam.
And look at Siakam outworking the offensive player, giving his all there to take away that shot.
Here's Nembhard. Bird with some nice D.
You know, it's really surprising that they're up at this point, given that he struggled so mightily.
And Beverly kicks to Bird. Pass to Beverly. Here's Christie. Bird with it. Nembhard covering. And the shot no good. A bit short. Peace.
Yeah, Bird's tired, man. We got to get him out. That's why he's missing so many ace. That's why he's missing so much. He's got to get a break. He hasn't had a break all game. Bird's jumper just isn't there. We need offense. Oh, boy. Desperate times. Desperate times.
Pacers leading by 3. Now Neesmith. He's defended by Wagner. Siakam for 3. No good on that one.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones. Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Isaiah Jackson, he's checked in for the Pacers. Toppin comes in for Halliburton. Nembhard, the pass to Siakam. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. Van Vliet outside. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Toppin finds Neesmith. Here's Siakam. It's sent back down by Simmons. 39% from the floor since the half. Not really what they had in mind. Simmons passes to Christie. Over Neesmith. Christie can't make it. Pacers leading by 3. Down low. Pass to Nembhard. There's a good screen. Shot clock at 6. Puts it up from 12. And it's Wagner with the rebound.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backcourt.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
And the first one drops. Shepard's checked in for Indiana. And Christie drops them both. Here's Siakam. 12 points for him. Pass to Shepard. Back to Siakam. Jackson, a screen on Simmons. Shot clock at 5. From deep three-point territory. Another miss by Siakam. To the left wing. Now here's Reddish. No scoring in this one. Siakam against Christie. Back to Wagner for the lead. It's rebounded by Nesmith. Indiana leading. Indiana moving the ball around. Siakam finds Nesmith. Siakam against Wagner. Siakam passes to Jackson. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Indiana?
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
And I love the way they've been attacking the basket. I mean, they've looked to penetrate every opportunity they've had, and they've done a nice job doing that.
And he knocks down the first one. Good on both. Gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. 1:05 left in the third quarter. Wagner with a screen for Simmons. Pass to Reddish. Now here's Wagner. Guarded by Jackson. 4 on the shot clock. Van Vliet wide open. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Van Vliet's got 5.
You can't play off of Van Vliet too much because he'll burn you off the catch and shoot.
41 seconds left in the third quarter. With the step back. Toppin sets a screen for Siakam. Going inside. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Siakam's got 10 points in the quarter.
You know, this has been a totally different half for him. He definitely looks more comfortable now, guys.
Pass to Christie. Trying to find Wagner and gets it to him. Van Vliet outside. Here's Reddish. Count it. Reddish has got his first bucket of the night.
And great find by Van Vliet. He's in control of this offense and generally makes good decisions.
Siakam passes to Nesmith. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
What was really impressive there, though, guys, was that he could have rushed it and panicked, and yet he kept his cool and splashed it.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Pacers out in front. They're up by 2. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And let's listen to head coach Rick Carlisle review the game plan with his guys.
Hey, it's all about physical. It's all about physical. Make sure we're running back. Touch somebody. Touch somebody.
Pleading for his team, Greg, to be more physical and aggressive.
Something we hear often from Coach Carlisle, urging his team to play tough and physical.
Welcome back. We hope you're enjoying your Memorial Day. 2K Sports, happy to have you with us. Ben Simmons is out there with Reddish. Then there's Mo Wagner. And there's Christie. And it's Van Vliet in the point guard. From the corner. And there are the Pacers with another bucket.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Wagner, right side. Pass to Reddish. Driving inside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
This is as good as it gets from the chair. ready strike here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
And Indiana making a change here. Shepard's checked in. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. Pacers leading by 4. Pass to Jackson, and stolen by Wagner. Inside, back to Caruso. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Now Shepard. Halliburton outside. From outside, off the mark. Halliburton with the steal. Pass to Toppin. Van Vliet against Halliburton. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Halliburton has such a really good feel for the game. He knows exactly how to get his guys to step up.
Van Vliet passes to Caruso.
First personal foul, second team foul.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. To the paint. Wagner against Toppin. That's in, and the Pacer lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Wagner.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Jackson setting the pick here for Halliburton. Clock at 6. This one for 3. Duran pulls it in. Duran's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Wagner kicks to Caruso. Offensive rebound. Out to the right wing. Here's Reddish. Wagner has screen on Halliburton. Van Vliet. He's off on that one. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Here's Neesmith. Duran pulls it in. Gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. And he gets it back.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
Over in the corner, Caruso. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Tries yet again. Toppin pulls it in.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Back to Halliburton. Out left to the wing. And there's Toppin on the assist by Halliburton.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Here's Duran. And Duran slams it in.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changing. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Out there one, the Indiana lead has been cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Van Vliet.
Such a shrewd player. Van Vliet knows how to support and complete the fast break.
Jackson with the bounce pass. Here's Shepard, defended by Caruso. Here's Halliburton, and he converts the layup. Halliburton's got 34.
Tyrese Halliburton so capable of playing multiple positions and roles for this team. And tonight, he's embraced being the scorer.
Van Vliet. Excellent defense there from Halliburton. And Halliburton's got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. So far in the fourth quarter, they belong to 6 points. Andrew Nembhard checked in for Shepard. And so it's Rick timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Christie's checked in for Ben Simmons. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin, I heard Rick Carlisle during that last break talking with the team. Now, he heaped praise on the defense. He said the pressure's great. I love it. Keep making them make mistakes, guys. It's working. He thinks they're on the right track here. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, David. Jackson with it. Duran picks him up. And again for three.
And talk about stepping up. He's having a playoff game these fans won't ever forget.
That last three means he's got the most threes in a single playoff game in franchise history. And Duran slams it in.
I tell you what, he's showing some real courage going to the reverse in that situation.
I don't think he knows you're not supposed to do that in traffic.
Well, I tell you what, don't tell him. I mean, I want to see it again. Well, I tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
Pass to Christie. Here's Bird. Toppin covering. Here's Christie. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
But look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
To the middle, to the wing on the left. Toppin passes to Halliburton. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Jackson misses.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure, but unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
Duran the pass to Caruso. Here's Bird. It's rebounded by Indiana.
Not sure if he just ran out of gas or what. He's been awful.
Old team foul. Larry Bird. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Some changes for Indiana. Turner's checked in for Jackson. Pascal Siakam comes in for Toppin. And it's Benedict Mathurin in for Nesmith. Mathurin against Caruso. Turner with a screen on Caruso. Mathurin for three. Duran pulls it in. Duran's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
And that one's good, Caruso.
One triple for him in the first half. Now he's hit another.
Siakam deciding where to go with it. Floats one up. And it's Halliburton missing. Gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's Duran. And Duran slams it in. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 17 rebounds. Indiana's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. And it's slammed in by Turner.
Boy, that's just too easy, guys. Turner, a player you can't allow to get free near the rack. He's a great dunker. Bang.
Bird finds Beverly. Back to Bird. 6 to shoot. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Siakam.
Boy, that was a nice pump fake move by Bird that time, putting the defender off balance and then drawing the foul.
Taking 2 shots.
Throw good, Bird. Okoro, he's checked in for Alex Caruso. Bird hits them both. Pacers have gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. Beverly against Halliburton. Just 5 to shoot. Pulls it up. No one near Turner as he lets it go. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Halliburton's got assist number 8 here in this one already. And here's Beverly. Pass to Christie. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Indiana leading by 4. On the wing, Mathurin. Covered by a Coral. Halliburton, no good. Gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Bird looking it over. Pass to Duran. Now here's Beverly. Hands it from downtown.
And despite being a little guy, Beverly knows how to step up big. Terrific at delivering when his team needs an important basket.
Here's Halliburton. That one falls. Halliburton's got 39.
What a big-time play by Tyrese Halliburton. Simply putting his team on his back.
Bird, a screen on Halliburton. Out to Bird. Duran down low. Turner covering. Pass to Christie. Shot clock at 5. Back to Bird. Halliburton with the steal. Christie with the rebound. Christie's got his 6th rebound on the night. Bird way outside. Offensive rebound on the wing. Bird. Back to Duran. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Turner.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
1:31 left in the fourth quarter. Just 3 to shoot with the fadeaway. Christie the pass to Bird. And here's Beverly. Pass to Okoro. Over Mathurin.
Love to see Mathurin upping the intensity on D. Getting right up on his man and really bothering his shot.
Bird a screen on Halliburton. Bird high post. It's in! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Halliburton against Beverly. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul. He's called for the
Really? A flagrant foul in that situation?
Dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way. As much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant.
And you can't challenge it? Come on now.
They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. The first one, and that will put them up by 2. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
And at this point in the game, there can be a massive difference between a 2 and a 3-point advantage.
Turner with a screen on Bird. And Siakam has it in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. With some arc. He doesn't hit that one. Simmons with the defensive effort.
This isn't a done deal yet, but they have got to move quick.
That's the way to go.
Larry Bird!
One more at the line.
Oh!
That's on Benedict Mathurin.
Hey, BK74, how you doing? Oh, my God.
He knocks down the clutch free throw.
Larry Bird, who's having a horrible shooting night from the field, comes up with a big shot, what may prove to be the game winner here in Game 5.
And he knows there's no
Oh,
room for
my
mistakes.
goodness,
Everyone
but
on the same page.
we need to get one
So
stop.
looking at the clock, and guys, the situation.
What a play by Larry Bird, man.
Always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
And we call those ATOs, or plays run after a timeout. They often make the difference in the game.
I'm going to stay with Ben Simmons because he has the height to bother his shot a bit better. Beverly's done a good job, but I think he's out. This is the best we have to offer defensively. I want Bird up front. Caruso's on the air. Good Caruso out there. I want Bird up front. There we go, guys. Here we go. One step away from the NBA Finals and a potential matchup with Team Showtime and Larry Bird's nemesis, Magic Johnson. Can they do it?
"17 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Outside Turner. Halliburton against Simmons. Turner with a screen on Simmons. Halliburton for three.
And they do it! They do it! Team Larry Bird! Larry Bird with the game winner! Jalen Duren with the defense! What a comeback! Tyrese Halliburton with a legendary performance, but not enough as Team Larry Bird. BK74, thanks, man. I hope you enjoyed it, brother. Oh, this was a good one. What a game. Larry Bird did not shoot well.
We can't wait to see.
Alex Kramer.
So this one is in the books. We hope you've enjoyed this.
Oh, what a performance.
For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the
There you go.
On 2K Sports. And
Larry Bird, the conference MVP.
Larry Bird.
So Team Larry Bird advances. Jalen Duren with the defensive stop late on Miles Turner. The defense is what won it. Boy, what a ball game. Alexander, brother, you know, you can find this game in my playlist when it's all said and done. If you missed anything, brother, don't worry. It will be in the playlist. The minute I go off stream, it will be there for you, brother. But let's go ahead. Won the trophy. You said BK won the trophy. Larry's taking Duren finishing. Larry's taking fishing before the finals. Yeah, they're gonna share a six-pack. They're gonna share a six-pack, Alexander. What a comeback this was, man. Team Bird just, man, look at the Pacers' three-point shooting tonight. They were unconscious. I was watching. I was just, oh, okay. I thought you missed it. Okay, what just happened? You're stunned at the comeback. Yeah, Alex, what a ball game. What a ball game, Alex, man. Team Bird was just dead in the water. Bird couldn't buy a bucket, but somehow they get the big stop. They come down. Bird sees the crease, doesn't hesitate, just pure killer instinct, goes in there, floater up the glass, gets fouled, goes to the foul line. Game over after the stop by Duren, who they played pick and roll against Miles Turner and Halliburton beautifully. Ah, man. We hadn't been able to stop that pick and roll all game until then. They've been killing us with Miles, with Halliburton, and that dang pick and roll all game, but we stopped it when we needed it. It was amazing. Second, but I tell you one thing, Duran on the TLB dominated the board. I was just getting ready to say it, Johnny B. I was just getting ready to say it, Johnny B. TLB. That's the story, brother. That offense, Johnny B is all on top of it, guys. Johnny B knows what's up. He sees it. The difference in the game was the rebound. I was just getting ready to say Jalen Duran on the offensive glass, because there were plenty of misses to go around. Man, because let's take a look at Larry Bird's shot. This might have been Larry Bird's worst shooting performance that we have seen in the playoffs by far. He went 2 for 10 from downtown, 15 for 30. Now for Larry Bird, that's a lot of shots, and we don't like to see him shoot. Typically, when he gets those kind of open looks from three, because most of the threes that he had that were open, he was missing, and we have not seen that. Usually when Larry gets open and those feet are set, you can just about count it, but not tonight. But I'll tell you one thing, he did everything else, because look, he still found ways to score in transition. He got it out the dirt with offensive rebound putbacks. You know, just he got it. Yeah, exactly. even though he struggled, he still got 41 and 12 because he has other ways to hurt you. That's what makes the guys like, the Jordans, the Magics, even the LeBron, and it's not popular, but even the LeBron Jameses of the world. One turn, yeah, in a game like that, right? In a game that was that physical and that defensively intense, to have 10 assists and only 1 turnover. Indiana was all over the place. They were all over Team Bird, and they could not turn this man over for nothing. Bird was just in the post, making post-up passes out of the post, out of double teams. Man, Christie off the bench with 6 points. Look at Jalen Duran, though, guys. My God, like Alexander said last night, Larry Bird went from DJ to JD. Just turn around. They are the duo. That's the duo for Team Bird, baby. Like, for Magic Johnson, it's Amen Thompson. For Larry Bird, it's Duran. Remember, those players were chosen to be the second best players, and they have not disappointed a soul. Jalen Duran, I guess you have to let the computer play it out against the finals, or what's going to be your approach? I know everybody, yeah, Johnny B, what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix and match, because I want to play with it. I want to be involved. I want to go for the ride, but I'll see how it works, man. Because as we've seen, remember, if we've seen in the season, you can go back in the season when Team Larry Bird matched up with Showtime, there's not much difference whether I'm playing or not. I mean, these teams are built to play a certain style. They're going to play the way they play. So if you go back to the 2 games they played in the season, they were, Showtime comes in, they just completely run the show on Team Bird. Then the second game, if you may have missed that one, please go watch that second game with Team Bird and Showtime, because it was a classic in Las Vegas. So I don't want to ruin the finish for it in case you missed it. But trust me, go back and watch that. It was a classic, man. But this right here was, man, this game, wow. I don't know how Team Bird won this one. Halliburton sets the record for NBA three-pointers in a playoff game. The Pacers absolutely just go nuts. This one, man, let's take a look at Halliburton. Halliburton goes 40, 5 and 8. 8 for 15 from downtown, oh my gosh, man. But Pascal Siakam 2 for 10. I will say this, though. Pascal Siakam and Miles Turner just didn't play up to par. Despite the greatness of Halliburton's shooting, they just didn't get the performance. Like, imagine if Pascal Siakam, plays up to par. He takes 2 for 12 from downtown. 2 for 12. You gotta take a better shot distribution on your shot attempts, brother. You can't come out here burying your team like that. You can't bury your team like that, especially in the game. They had him. They had Team Bird, man. They were done. And then we just changed. Remember, guys, I put Larry Bird at power forward. That's when it all changed. The team became much more solid defensively in terms of his ability to switch, pick, and roll. No Pacer had more than 7 boards. Man, yeah, because of that man, this man right here, and this man. And how about Christie? How about Christie? Look at that. Christie with 7 boards off the bench. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's what Team Bird was built to do. It is grit and grind, man. This team is built just like every play. Again, I can't say it enough. All the players that were selected here, at least as far as the impact players, were selected because I felt that their skill sets perfectly melded with Larry Bird's. And you're seeing it played out. It's just the perfect melding of a grit and grind, low post, defensive, rebounding, inside defensive team. And, man, they just put on a hell of a performance here. I hope you guys enjoyed it, man. Let's take a look at some of the highlights here. We'll start with Halliburton. Valiant in defeat. Tyrese Halliburton, valiant in defeat. We'll show him some love, man, because he put on a hell of a shooting performance tonight. This was incredible, man. This was incredible. This dude was missing Jack Diddley. God, he was on the mark tonight. Man. Wide open shots. See, that's what we were closing out. We just couldn't stay on attached to people. Because they were doing a lot of off-ball movements and getting guys freed up early in the first quarter. And that's pretty much their best performance. Let's go ahead and show Christie. Christie in the deep corner. That's a swing pass. Off a double team, probably most likely out of Bird calls, because Bird was causing problems in the post. Once we started posting him, as well as Wagner. Wagner did a good job, too, when he came in. Gave us a good lift off the bench, too, with his post play. Look at Christie on the boards, man. 7 rebounds from the... Man, that's why I've said that. That's why I was okay with the Sengun trade before All-Star break. I'm picking Larry Bird. You say I'm picking LB first on my team, mostly, because I do not want to play against him. Man, I don't want to play against him. Dude, whatever Larry Bird has in his bag, it filters down to his teammates. Because these guys, I mean, look at Jalen Duren, man. Look at Duren. Look at this performance. Not only did he have 10 points, 22, but he also had 6 assists. He had 6 assists. That is guts, man. Like just getting the ball out, throwing outlet passes. Ben Simmons didn't really play a good game. Now he missed a lot of big layups at the basket. That's why I didn't play him too much. But I put him in late because I thought that maybe he could bother Halliburton's shot at the apex point. The thing that we saw in this series was, and I think we're going to see, provided Showtime gets to the next series, that Patrick Beverley can stop the penetration to a certain degree, but once it gets to close quarters, he has struggles against the bigger guard because he can't bother the apex when they jump. They're always going to have that size mismatch when it becomes a horizontal game. When it's not a horizontal game, but a vertical game. Once it's horizontal, he can match them horizontally. But once it becomes vertically, they can shoot over the top. Especially with Magic Johnson and that junior skyhook. You already know what's going to happen there. So, but they have to get past Dallas first, and we'll have to see what happens in that game coming up here very, very shortly. Let's go ahead and take a look here at Wagner's highlights. Man, what a ball game. Larry Bird with the game winner, man. Unbelievable. That was crazy, man. We got that stop. Fast break. I started to call a timeout, but I saw the way that it was kind of like, if you guys remember the last dance with Jordan when they got the steal on Karl Malone, they could have easily called a timeout, but they waved it off because they liked the court look. I had the same feeling. The same feeling that Jordan must have had. You see the court, wait a minute, there's some cracks here. We can exploit this. Let's not call a timeout here. Let's just run this. And I just saw the cracks. I said, Larry, go all the way. Larry went all the way. And from that point on, it was his steals. He put that thing off the glass with a left-handed finger roll. Well, I don't know what he did. Let's take a look at that last shot, man. Let's take a look at that. It deserves to be seen because Larry Bird layup. Here we go. This whole entire situation. Let's take a look at this whole entire thing here. We'll play it at full speed for you guys. Let me get it on a good screen so we can see the whole thing at broadcast. Okay. Good. First off, the defense on Ben. Remember, we took Ben Simmons off. Not Ben Simmons, but we took off Patrick Beverley. I put Ben Simmons on because I felt, okay, he's good defensively. Not as good defensively, like horizontally, but vertically he'll be better if it comes to a situation. There's a switch. Bird switches off. Perfect defense. Now they got to pick up my man over here, Siakam. Good defense by Ben Simmons. This is good defensive IQ by Team Bird right here. Now pick and roll again. Now there's the fade. Switch back off to Miles Turner. They cover him. Ben Simmons comes out. Now you got the kick out. This is where I saw the court alignment. See how they're all bunched up like that? That's what I saw. It's like, wait a minute, we got something here. If you can get the ball to the edges, Bird's got something here. Bird's got something. All that space and opportunity. And Bird just makes a beeline for the baseline. It just goes up with top and floated off the glass and one. Man, oh God, that was beautiful, man. That was gorgeous. That was gorgeous. That was very satisfying to see that play out like that. That was a good defensive. The way they switched out on guys like that and just had the perfect defensive switches. That's what you want to see at the end of the game, man. So let's go ahead and take a look here at Duren. One more time. Man, look at that rim run. Duren missed a lot of jumpers, too. We set him up with a lot of jump shots, but he couldn't quite hit them up, though. But, man, those shot blocks, JD, as my man Alexander calls him. So it will be Team Bird. Look at that block right there, that one right there. Weak side help. And, of course, the Birdman. Not a great shooting performance, in my opinion, because he had a lot of missed shots that he should have hit, like wide open shots. But it seemed like Bird hit all the contested shots. If you noticed, all of his offense mostly came from contested shots, which I think is kind of interesting. Like, see, that's a contested shot. Most of all his offense came, that's a contested shot. It seemed like he couldn't hit a wide open shot for nothing. But when he got contested, that was a one-on-one move right there. He got free. But it's like every shot that he made was contested, all the way down to the last one. Look at that. Oh, boy. So there's the story, guys. A 105-106 victory. Larry Bird hitting the game winner to send his team to the NBA Finals. The Pacers fall in 5. Boy, what a ball game. Hope you guys enjoyed it. There it is. Team Larry Bird punching their ticket. Now they're waiting on Showtime to do their thing. And we'll get a quick recap of what's going on. And let's take a look here. Remember, guys, okay, we're going to go ahead and set the stage here for this and progress a little further. And now we're going to come back out. We're going to see and check on the status of Sengun. What is the status of Sengun? I think he's healthy. Okay, no, he's getting better. He was just at 86 overall. Now he's at 87. So with a severe right ankle sprain, he's day-to-day now. So, hey, if Showtime doesn't take care of business, so, hey, Larry Bird's going to be sitting back with Duren, open up a six-pack, shooting the shit with Duren. Sitting back watching the game. Oh, boy, but we'll see what happens here, because remember, even though Showtime won the last game, let's do a quick recap before I end the stream here and begin the Western Conference Finals Game 5, for those that may have missed it. Remember, in Game 4, despite the win, look at how many rebounds that Team Showtime gave up offensively. They're still getting out-rebounded. Showtime won the defensive battle, but it's the offensive rebounds that hurt them. If they could ever get Kyrie Irving to play at the same time with Anthony Davis, they got problems. Because look at this. The fast break points have not been there. Look at that. Look, since Game 1, they got out and ran 46 points. Excellent. Game 2, they stopped them. Game 2, they haven't run. Game 3, 35. That's a little better. But then you come to Game 4, they stopped them again, in my opinion. And these are good numbers, but if you've been watching Showtime, you know for a fact. You know what Showtime does. 29 fast break points in the game ain't nothing for this team. That ain't nothing. They do that in sometimes in a quarter. There are times where they'll have 30-point fast break points in a quarter at times. They're not doing it against Dallas for whatever reason. Maybe it's the fatigue. Maybe it's the Dallas Mavericks defensive getting back, or whatever it may be. But what we are seeing, though, is that they are getting out-rebounded every single game offensively. There you see it there. There you see it there again, 11. There you see it there again. Even though, okay, this time they matched them, but they're still giving up too many. And then they got murdered. They got murdered there. So, with that being said, guys, I'm going to end this stream with Team Larry Bird. Moving on to the NBA Finals. What's going to happen out west, though? Can Magic Johnson? Now, he's seen Larry. You know Magic. He don't want Larry to have nothing over him. He want to get this over with tonight. Let's get this over with. I ain't gonna need no. We don't want a repeat of Minnesota. That's the last thing you need. So, with that being said, guys, I will see you guys very, very shortly, probably in the next 10 minutes, maybe 20 minutes at most, for Game 5 of the Western Conference Finals. Can Showtime end it? And if they do, we will have the matchup that we've all been looking forward to through this entire journey. Magic Johnson and Larry Bird in the modern era in the NBA Finals. I will see you for Game 5 shortly. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Peace.